was a splinter from the true cross of Christ.
Holy Virgin! Such a sacred treasure!
And according to the book, Sir Boleslav was to be buried with the relic in the monastery crypt.
So it says in the book. I also found my old notes and remembered how it all went back then. I too searched for Bavor's grave. I even dared venture into the crypt, but despite all my efforts, I never found it.
How is that even possible? A grave can't just disappear.
Quite frankly, I don't know. And I didn't know then either. Once I was convinced none of the graves belonged to Bavor, I laid the matter before the abbot, but not our father Jan. This was over 20 years ago when Abbot Vitus held office. May the Lord grant him eternal peace. Together we came to the conclusion that Bavor's tale was likely at least partly, perhaps entirely, made up.
Why would it be made up? Surely Sir Boleslav wouldn't lie about something so serious.
The book's one thing, but there's not a single other mention anywhere. The grave's missing, the relic's nowhere to be found. Can you think of another explanation, then?
The account books mention that Bavor had a sarcophagus made at his own expense.
That's possible. Does it mean anything?
If he paid for it himself, there had to be a reason. Masonry work like that is no small matter, and it's odd, isn't it? He sorted it all out in detail with the monastery to have his tomb here. Then he wasn't even buried here.
You're right. I never made that connection before.
And then there's the relic. If Bavor had just wanted to raise his reputation with a good story, why claim to have gained something so rare?
Perhaps out of vanity? There's no shortage of that among the nobility.
But his tale's already heroic enough without it. Making up a relic would only draw unwanted attention.
That's a good point. It'd be too risky.
The crypt has a hidden side chamber, you know.
Excuse me? What chamber?
It had been walled up. In one part of the crypt, the masonry was loose, so I managed to get inside.
I've never heard of anything like that. Perhaps even Abbot Vitus didn't know of it.
I'd say the abbot would definitely have known about something like that. He just didn't tell you. Maybe on purpose.
Where are you going with this?
I'm not sure. Just thinking out loud, really. But why would Bavor do that? What would he gain by deceiving everyone here?
If memory serves, he had some disputes over property. Maybe he wanted to improve his reputation.
Well, that's mentioned in the text. But lies wouldn't have helped him. Quite the opposite, if he'd been found out.
You'd be surprised how short-sighted some folk can be. But I agree, something about it doesn't sit right.
And what about the mural mentioned?
Yes, it's in one of the chapel naves. It depicts several scenes from Bavor's alleged adventures.
Well, then that proves Bavor's story wasn't just made up. Surely the abbot back then wouldn't have approved such a mural in the main church if he hadn't believed it was true.
If the former abbot believed Bavor wasn't a liar, but a real hero of the Holy Land, I'll believe him too.
All the more reason I want to see it for myself.
No harm in trying. At the very least, it's a fine piece of work.
Bavor mentions in his journal that he received a great fortune from the King of Cyprus, and the account records say he gave a generous donation to the monastery. Do you think that was made up too?
They confirm at best that Bavor had wealth. According to the late Abbot Vitus, he might have gained that fortune by plundering, and the tale of the Holy Land was just a cover to mask the dishonorable origin of his riches.
Well, I've never been to the Holy Land, but I've seen plenty of wrongdoings, even here in Bohemia. And if Bavor really wanted to cover up how he got his coin, he could have built a village, built a fortress, or who knows, bought up a mine. He could have done any number of smarter things than spinning a tale about a heroic journey halfway across the world. Don't you think?
I'm no expert in fraud, but yes, he chose a rather complicated cover-up if that's what it was.
Don't you think this whole thing is a bit too complicated? Every explanation for why Bavor would lie seems more convoluted than just acknowledging it's true.
Listening to you now, it's like hearing my younger self. And I sound exactly like Abbot Vitus. His view was that Bavor's story was fiction. He told me I'd be better off letting it go.
What exactly did he say?
That I should stop chasing old crusaders and focus on real, meaningful work.
Vitus isn't here anymore. So we can pick up where you left off. And maybe we'll finally unravel Bavor's mystery together.
If that relic really does exist, and it surfaced now, it'd surely be a sign from the Lord, a sign of hope in these desperate times.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
But you spoke of that hidden chamber in the crypt. If there's any clue, it'll be in there. Take this and study it closely. It's a drawing of Bavor's family coat of arms I came across years ago. According to this, you'll know if it's truly the grave of Sir Boleslav. Yes, the mural in the chapel, paid for by Bavor himself, also bears his coat of arms.
Those workers, if they really were after Bavor, they only had a drawing of the Jerusalem cross. But if he was buried under his family crest, no wonder they opened the wrong graves.
Yes, that could be it. Study that sketch well, so you won't make the same mistake.
Thank you.
Just be careful, please. You know the abbot's orders, the disease.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
And in the crypt, show respect to the eternal rest of those buried there, especially now, with death haunting the monastery. Till we meet again.
Don't talk to me.
Are you with me?
What is it?
We're out of Snap.
Oh, bloody awful stuff.
So, feeling any better?
Better? I wish.
That's good. I need to know what happened during the night.
I don't want to talk about it.
I get it. You don't want to remember. I've seen some nasty things too. But sometimes it helps to talk to someone. It's definitely better than drowning your wits in schnapps.
Well, all right. What do you want to know?
Did you see anyone else at the fire?
No. No. Just the dog was there.
The dog?
That's how I noticed the fire. The dog was darting about, barking like mad, so I thought there was someone inside. Someone alive.
How did you even...
I couldn't sleep?
Just chance?
So what if I...
You sure you weren't sneaking off?
Hey, what do you even know about me?
All right. When you dragged that...
While I was pulling out the second one, other people had noticed the fire. One of the knights grabbed me and started yelling that I was the arsonist. Luckily, he saw the bodies and how I was covered in, well, the same filth they were. Then the people from the monastery came. They sent me away and took the bodies off somewhere. I don't know what happened after that.
I need to ask about the dead. Did you notice anything odd about them?
I couldn't see much. It was as dark as a sinner's soul. But they were soaked, and also... how to say it? Filthy.
Filthy
From shit.
Right. That can't happen after death.
No, I mean they were completely covered in it. Like someone had dunked them in it. Oh.
Are you sure they were already dead when you...
Aye.
And may I ask how you...
When I carried them out, I thought I'd roast alive in seconds. But they were cold as ice. And one of them was already stiff as a board.
Do you have any idea who those two were?
I've no idea. It was dark. I couldn't see their faces. Thank God. As it is, I'll be dreaming about this for a long time.
Thanks. I'll leave you be now.
Wait, I've no idea what to do with myself. I thought I'd finally do something right for once in my life. And how did I end up? Covered in shit, face burned, and humiliated. I'd rather never step outside.
What are you on about?
Hardly. I'm a coward and a drunk.
Who ran into the flames to save his fellow man?
Aye. And what did it get me?
If not for you, they'd have burned to ash and wouldn't even have a decent burial. This way they can pass on with dignity. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and be a bit proud, all right?
Right. Right. Thanks. Hey, look, I haven't told anyone, but I found this key during the night. I've no idea whose it is, but maybe you'll find it useful.
Thanks.
should have a light.
That sound.
I heard it coming from here. Nothing, I suppose. I heard it here.
Right then. Where to begin? I'll start with the younger one. Muscle stiff, but the body looks supple. What's that in his hair? It's all clumped together. Ugh. Better mind my fingers. Rigor mortis is wearing off. He can't have been dead more than a few hours. He vomited up his guts before he died. Just like that old confessor. Bruising, some dried blood, but no broken bones. Those bruises are odd. Looks like cupping marks. Someone might have tried to ease a fever or pain. He's young, but his hands are a mess. Looks like hard labor. Could he have been one of the workers? That would make sense. I don't see anything odd here. Ribs intact, belly soft. No sign of violent death. Just his back and hips are badly scraped. No blood. Like he was dragged over gravel after he died. A few old scars, gravel embedded in both knees, and blood around the groin. Barely dried. Could it have leaked out after death? Mixed with bowel contents. Bloody diarrhea. Like with the infection. Now for the old... Pale, sunken eyes, missing some teeth, though that might just be age. But that hole in his head is someone's doing. Small, like it was drilled. I've heard of that method before, used in cases of unbearable headache or seizures. But who'd try that outside the infirmary? Completely stiff. Clenched tight, rigor mortis well advanced. Died long before the fire, skin's badly scratched. And there's a thorn stuck here. Stiff as a board, and around his neck and chest he's got red blotches on the skin. Those blotches look familiar. They're a bit like the ones on that old confessor. Looks like this poor wretch caught the same thing. Knees are scraped and scarred. Well, what's clear is they didn't die in that burning hut. More likely they succumbed to the infection spreading in the monastery. The symptoms matched perfectly. Either way, it wasn't a cold-blooded murder. Someone tried to treat them, brutally, but still. Someone must have hauled the bodies into that shed. And it left marks on them. It might be possible to trace where they came from. Could Elijah have lost it here? Overturned sacks, soaked ground, so that's why the dead man had flour in his hair. That's one deep rut. Whoever dragged them, the poor wretches gave him a rough time. Now I get what Elijah was talking about. Ugh. Ugh. That's disgusting. But there's no other way. Cart and rose bushes. If he dragged them through the ditch, no wonder they were in such a state. Wheel tracks. Headed that way towards the gate. This way won't work. I'll have to find another route. Something's jammed in the lock. There's no way I can pick it. cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. Poor beast. Who did this to you?
You said they were better. Were you lying or just that stupid?
They took a turn for the worse. It came out of nowhere, and there was no saving them.
And those books I got for you. You've half the monastery's library in here. Did you even bother looking at them?
I read every one, but I told you 100 times, I am not a physician. I don't know what you all expected from me.
You were supposed to use your head, damn it. Now everyone and their dog is sniffing around here.
I couldn't just...
I thought I made myself clear. They stay here, you don't leave, and nobody must know a thing.
But what was I supposed to do? Your master.
Provided you with everything you needed and paid you generously. Or am I wrong? What about that fire? Were you just covering your ass, or planning to rat on us too?
They were infected. For the sake of everyone in the monastery, I did what had to be done.
Doing what has to be done. For everyone's sake. Dennis!
Rough cloth.
Fuck you, whoreson!
Badly charred. And bits of leather. The cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. What in...
You said they were...
Rough cloth.
You're in for an ass kicking,
badly
you
charred,
piece of shit!
And bits of leather. The cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. What in damnation is going on there? Rough cloth.
Fuck you, whoreson!
Badly charred. And bits of leather. Probably used as knee pads.
Too slow!
Is it really worth it to you?
Did you?
He's gone. Hold on. I'll fetch help.
Don't trouble yourself, son. But please, stay.
No. No, I'll run for Albie.
Pray with me. The Lord will soon welcome me.
All right. But I need to ask you something first.
Yes?
Why did you set the shed alight? Were you trying to get rid of the bodies?
Get rid of them? No. But
Did you try to treat those poor souls?
I did my best. On the orders of Master Zacharias, I tried everything, even against their will. But either the sickness had advanced too far, or I simply lacked the knowledge.
All right. And now the prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Oh, Christ above. Go with God. Amen.
To your health, my friend. Hopefully the worst is behind us.
May not a drop go to waste.
Rats! Hey! Henry! It was his fault those two died. He was the first to know about the epidemic, and he tried to keep everything hushed up. He blackmailed the herbalist to hide them and treat them at his place. And when those bodies were found, what did he do? He sent that lackey of his to get rid of him.
Joachim is.
Dead. And that Dinesh of yours, too.
So now you kill me.
Give me just one more reason. Albik? Albik, what is it?
If I were you, I'd hold back a while. For everyone's sake.
You poisoned him? Why?
Calm down. He's still breathing.
What do you mean, still?
Whether he survives is up to you, and whether you're finally willing to cooperate.
I thought you and Albik were friends. He never did anything to deserve this.
Albik may not realize it, but half his shining reputation is thanks to me. Next to someone young and inexperienced, it's easy to look like a master. You saw it yourself. Even the Right Reverend didn't trust me. Me, royal physician to King Sigismund. But once Master Albik showed up, suddenly everything was different. And all he had to do was repeat the same things I'd already said.
So you only pretended to be his friend? All the while you looked down on him? You're mad. You want me to help you? Now, after all this?
If you're looking for someone to blame, try yourself. None of this would have happened if you hadn't kept getting in my way.
Don't try that on me. I don't need you. The infirmary has ingredients for all sorts of antidotes. We'll figure something out.
You think I used belladonna and amanita like some village herb woman? No. This is my own recipe, and a damned expensive one, I'll have you know. I save it for only the most distinguished.
Speak, traitor. What do you want from me?
I want Albik's closely guarded records on the treatment of King Wenceslas.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb. Albik spent a lot of time with him. I want to know what he wrote down.
So, it was you who turned our chamber upside down?
Me? No, that was Dinesh.
You swine. Albik confided in you that he had them, and you poisoned him so that...
I was hoping to frighten him. Maybe he'd give them to me for safekeeping. But the mad old fool went and hid them somewhere. So I need you to find them.
And if I bring you the records, you'll give me the antidote?
Not so fast. There's one more thing. Something King Sigismund himself would greatly value. Apparently, somewhere in this monastery, there's a relic from the Holy Land, brought here years ago by a knight.
And that's what those workers were after. But they failed.
Morons.
I've no idea what you're on about. Sigismund wants you to find some relic for him.
King Sigismund knows a legend of Sir Boleslav Bavor of Blatna, who brought a relic from the Holy Land to Bohemia. What he doesn't know is that Sir Boleslav was buried with it, right here in the monastery.
So you plan to present it to him on a golden platter and hand it over in exchange for a medal and a fat reward?
Something like that. I have good reason to believe the relic is of great value to the king. Once you've got the relic and the records, come to the church. We'll meet there. And one last piece of advice. Hurry. The substance acts slowly, but the longer you make Albec wait, the worse the consequences.
And what's to stop me grabbing you by the neck, beating the antidote out of you, and dragging you to the abbot?
The fact I'm not a fool. I haven't got the antidote on me, so we can go to the abbot and spend hours blaming each other. Meanwhile, Albec will die right here on the cold ground in a puddle of his own vomit. If he's to survive, we do this my way. Do we understand each other?
You miserable bloody bastard. I'll do it, but only for Albic's sake.
I expected nothing less.
Henry, the records, they're behind the scales.
What? What scales? Albic? I can't just hand the real records over to Zacharias.
Henry, is something wrong? I just saw...
Benedict, I need you to take care of Master Albic.
Lord have mercy, I had a feeling he couldn't avoid that illness forever.
He's not ill. He's been poisoned.
What? By whom?
Zacharias slipped something into his wine. He's still alive, but if I don't get the antidote quickly...
He'll die. But why would Zacharias do that?
It's a long story. Right now, I need you to look after Albic. He's in his bed, and in a bad state.
I'll keep an eye on him. And what will you do?
I'm gonna find the antidote, and then settle things with Zacharias.
Very well. May God go with you.
Actually, one more thing. Does the phrase, behind the scales, mean anything to you?
Scales. Well, It's a symbol of justice. The Archangel Michael is often depicted on Judgment Day holding scales. Why do you ask?
Albich whispered it to me. I hoped he was trying to give me a clue, point me to somewhere he hid something. Only, with the curfew, he couldn't have left the infirmary.
Unless... Unless? I just remembered, Albik did actually leave once. It was a few days ago and he asked me...
Really?
He wanted to speak personally with the Right Reverend Father Jan.
But he's been warning us all along to stay away from him.
I thought it strange too, but that's all I know.
Even so, you've... Could you brew me...
Did you bring me the... I'll need 2 handfuls.
Yes. Here they are.
Very well.
Thanks.
Hey, get out of here!
I was just leaving.
Well, what'll it be? Hear me? That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
There are scales here, too. In the hand of Archangel Michael. Those are the records. Lord Almighty. Thank you. Goodness. No wonder Albert guarded them so closely. There's a lot here that could be used against the king.
Eh? You aren't supposed to be here.
I was just leaving.
Well, what'll it be? Hear me? I'm losing my patience.
Commonwealth badges, thanks. What? Who's there? Are you 5 years old? Stop that! What do you want?
I've got a bit of an odd question.
That doesn't surprise me. We live in strange times, brother.
Well, that's for certain. But if I wanted to make a book or a document that matched the original as closely as possible, what should I be careful about?
Why are you asking?
Brother, I'm speaking to you scholar to scholar, and I won't take much of your time. In my studies, I came across certain writings with rather intriguing ideas. I'd like to spread them beyond the walls of this monastery.
A most noble idea, brother. I shall advise you. You must make sure to choose matching covers and the same type of parchment. If you have the original in front of you, it shouldn't be hard to imitate the script and style.
Covers? Parchment? Where would I find such things?
That I truly don't know. Here in the library we only have very basic parchment. It depends what exactly you need. Perhaps in town some scriptoriums might be better equipped.
Scriptoriums? Right. Thanks.
What do you think? Phil, stop. Stale ass. Apart from them not being here, nothing. Then let's drop it, shall we?
So, how to go about it? These records should definitely resemble the original as closely as possible, so they look right at first glance. How would such a document begin, I wonder? In the records I've read, Albic didn't address the king directly and kept things factual. There's no greeting. Albic just goes straight into advising the king. Well, what next? I suppose I should get straight to what's troubling the king. But what might that be? The records mention headaches and stomach pain. So the king's got headaches and stomach cramps. But what did Albic advise him? He definitely advised him to drink less. Right, that's about halfway. What next? Sigismund is surely wondering why King Wenceslas has no heirs, and Albic knows that King Wenceslas is infertile. Then I'll just write that King Wenceslas shall never have an heir. He's infertile. Right, that's sorted. And how to end it? Maybe some general recommendation? Don't lose your temper, and plenty of salt and pepper. That's advice. Right. That looks good.
What are you wandering around here for?
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Go on then, and be more careful next time.
What the?
Hey, get out of here!
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Go on then, and be more careful next time.
What the?
You can't be here. What's it gonna be? I'm losing my patience.
I'm going, really.
Too late. Surrender, and I'll take you to the abbot.
Hey! I've had enough! You're under arrest!
I surrender!
The abbot will decide, and I don't want to hear any...
I won't resist.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior, especially now. Don't you think we need peace? In order, for the sake of my friendship with Albic, I'm willing to overlook your transgression. Pray that God will be equally understanding. Follow the knights to the infirmary, and no more nonsense along the way.
Right. That looks good.
Take care. Greetings.
Don't you know there's a quarantine?
quarantine, didn't you hear? What's it going to be?
Oh, good of her! Yeah, real funny.
Father, I truly hate to disturb you.
You? You have no business being here. Who do you think you are that the curfew doesn't apply to you?
Wait, hear me out.
Guards!
Zacharias poisoned Master Albich.
What? What did you say? Why would he do such a thing?
Because he wants to trade Albich's life for the records on King Wenceslas's treatment, and on top of that, the relic from the Holy Land. So, may I stay? Or will you have me removed?
Right. From the start, then.
It all began in that crypt beneath the church. Some of the workers were trying to find the tomb of Sir Boleslav Bavor.
They were supposed to fix the collapse. No one gave them permission to enter the crypt.
Zacharias bribed them. He'd heard that Bavor was buried here with a relic from the Holy Land and decided to seize it for King Sigismund. The workers were meant to find Bavor's sarcophagus, but they also opened and looted nearby tombs.
That is sacrilege. That crypt holds the remains of abbots of this monastery.
And in the process, they uncovered coffins containing rotting remains. That's where the illness that spread through the monastery came from.
So the illness, it wasn't plague.
Exactly. But it's still deadly dangerous. And that was only the beginning. Zacharias hid the first two sick workers with Joachim, who he blackmailed into caring for them in secret. He treated them as best he could, but their symptoms worsened. When they died in his care, he panicked and tried to get rid of the bodies.
That fire? Those corpses?
When they were found, Zacharias panicked in turn and sent Dinesh to kill Joachim.
Oh, God in heaven, forgive them their sins.
Well, I tried to stop him, but he stabbed Joachim and then came at me. Luckily, I managed to fight him off. I ran back to the infirmary to warn Albich, but by then, Zacharias had already been poisoning his wine for some time. I don't know what poison it was, but Albich is barely breathing and has no idea what's going on.
And Zacharias?
He actually laughed in my face. He'll only give me the antidote if I bring him two things.
Oh, people hold nothing sacred.
He wants Bavor's relic and Albich's records on King Wenceslas's treatment. The exchange is to take place in the church. Otherwise, Albich likely won't live to see morning. Please, Father Jan. Albich sees you as a friend. Zacharias betrayed him. You can still save him. Will you help me?
From what you've said, I gather you knew about his plans. Why are you telling me all this only now?
I suspected you wouldn't believe me. Even I wasn't sure for a long while. I kept searching until the pieces finally fell into place. I meant to tell you everything, but only once I held clear proof. And that, Zacharias himself provided.
I'll do everything in my power. We must end this affair. Quickly. But I've never heard of that relic of Bavor's, and I don't know how to help you.
I hope I do find it. I'm searching along with Brother Crispin, and at least we found some sort of...
Brother Crispin is very learned, and you've chosen well. From this moment, the curfew no longer applies to you. And do speak to Sir Ludolf. Perhaps one of his men has gear that'll suit you too.
Thank you again.
You can thank me later.